When I started, I think I had one rental, and it was the situation where we had a house and had to move and kept the old one and decided to turn it into a rental. And it just, I drank the Kool-Aid at that point because it was such a good return, and it was really amazing. So I just kind of hit the ground running at that point. And I buy about one house every 6 months. That's kind of how it's been. So I've got 4 rentals now, and I've also started a wholesaling business to try and cherry pick the ones that fit my model and then pass on the other ones to investors in my area. Actually, I heard you on a Clayton Morris podcast a long time ago. And then I think I heard you, I just kind of did a little more research and listened to you a little bit more on some other podcasts. So it was really just podcasts. And then I think I found you were doing some pretty basic YouTube stuff, and I was all in. I just love the concept of the anonymity and all that. I was holding in my personal name, and then I had an LLC that I was kind of getting the pieces together. I just wasn't quite sure, how to do it correctly. And at that point, I just had the one that was my primary residence before, so it's still in our name. But I was just trying to piece it all together myself, and just hadn't really gotten there yet. Just knowing that I could use someone that really knows what they're doing, instead of me trying to piece it together. I love figuring things out myself, but this kind of thing is a little more important than a little more serious. So I knew I needed to work with someone who, and plus it was such a foreign concept and such an interesting idea. Then it just made total sense to me to help, have help with my properties like that, to set it up correctly. I mean, I knew right off the bat that insurance was not, just hearing you describe how it all worked and creating these other layers and just kind of these roadblocks that would stop people from trying to pursue you further when they realize that, they can't really find who the owner is, just can kind of shut things down very quickly if something was to arise, versus having to go through all the motions with insurance and all that. I've only ever thought of insurance as being, just if something happens to the house, or, I never even really thought of insurance as being protective from a person. It was good. I think I had a call with you, and we just had a 15-minute call. You were really helpful. You made it very clear. I was already I'd done a lot of research at that point, so I pretty much knew, that I definitely wanted to move forward and do something. But it felt great to connect with you. I've recommended you to a couple. Actually, my mother has gotten into real estate. I think she's actually has a call with you soon, maybe actually today, I think. I think just knowledge in this whole piece, being a real estate professional, focusing on that, it just makes it so easy for me to just say, just trust you. I've worked with other attorneys and in the past, it's just never really been a pleasant experience, and I really want someone on my team that specializes in real estate and knows exactly all the ins and the outs of how to do it, and how to protect me, and the best way to buy and all that stuff. I think it's just a smart thing to do. I think you can try to piece things together yourself, and maybe even work with a different attorney that doesn't specialize in real estate. But for me, I found that it's always best to just not mess around with the important components of your business, and just work with professionals that really know what they're doing. So I'm just a classic case of trying to figure it out myself, and YouTube University and all that, which has been helpful. But when it comes down to it, you really need to work with people who are professionals and know exactly what they're doing, and know strategies that you might not be thinking of, or for your specific situation, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. You really need to make sure that someone's taking a holistic approach to your assets and your plans and all that. Is not really something you can just get off of a YouTube video.